Okay, so pretty much what we're doing today is a quick haul on a few stuff that I got for my production Flykit. So I currently have a production Flykit, which I have never shown in this. I've never shown in this channel. I have never created a video about it, and probably I should. Because some people have been asking me about like the live view solo and like how I do certain things in OBS and how I use certain things on the ATEM and how I do certain things with Companion and vMix and all that stuff. So probably, just probably, I should start talking about a few things related to production, live streaming professionally. So yeah, certain things to talk about, like live streaming and doing an actual production, not my regular gaming production where you're just producing for yourself, but actually producing somebody else's content. So with that said, let's go ahead and just see the quick haul of things that I got and why did I get them. So yeah, so today we got these are, the brand is Super Bad. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in the description below if you're interested in getting these. But these are pretty much just SDI cables, or 3G SDI cables. So they're 3G SDI cable BNC connector, and the brand is Super Bad. And they're pretty straightforward. They're mad small or short because there's not much room inside of the Flykit. So that's why I got these, and I'm connecting them to a Blackmagic Design microconverter from SDI to HDMI. Okay, the other thing that I got is if I had something to open, like a blade. So hey guys, if you can recommend me in the comments below what kind of blade would be good to use for opening products, it would be great. So this is an Anker, oops, if I could open, I'm so bad at unboxing. So an Anker, actually the box looked like it was the other way, wasn't it? Anywho, so this is a Anker, it's a hub, but it's actually a charger. It's a power, and then it gives you 6 different USB-A connections, but these are supposed to be fast charging. This is just unique for me, but I've been using other methods. This is a tablet holder. This one is supposed to go in the wall, but I'm gonna kind of DIY myself into using this. So I'll be installing this in the Flykit. And it's padded in the back, so that's pretty good. So that I can have the monitor actually set up here instead of I'm using a different holder, which is really small. It's put together with 3M. This is a little too thick though. These are Cat 6 for RJ45 connectors, or RJ45 cable. And then these here are also D series, but these are I think the same brand, Turns. And these are BNC connectors. There are also a few of them. These are quite expensive, to be honest. And these are for, whoa, why is this flimsy? No bueno, no bueno. These are the BNC ones for my SDI connections, because I'm switching over everything from HDMI and I'm switching over to SDI, making sure that I have a better connection, much more reliable than HDMI. HDMI has a limitation that after 35 feet, anything else is debatable. I wasn't able to get an SDI ATEM. What I'm using is using microconverters from SDI to HDMI, so that way I connect everything through SDI, but then I'm converting it inside of the Flykit into HDMI until I get to the point where I can actually afford an SDI ATEM, and then I'll switch everything over. But this is what I can do for now. Probably if I would look at it, maybe it would have been cheaper to get the ATEM SDI version. Maybe. So yeah, so this is a Monoprice Blackboard 4K HDMI switch. So this allows you to actually take 4 inputs and then output into 1 HDMI output, and also have an audio extractor. And the cool thing that this is actually 444. It's actually smaller than what I thought. To be honest, I was expecting a bigger device. In the screenshot or in the photos from the product page, it looked definitely bigger, but this is quite small, which is good. It doesn't have a big footprint, so it will fit much better inside of the Flykit. Okay, so we went to the BMD website, and as I can see here, this is the ATEM SDI Extreme ISO, and this is more or less what's going to be. And yes, I can see it has 8 inputs, SDI 8 inputs, which is pretty good. And then it has 4 SDI outputs. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, it still has the consumer audio inputs. It has a monitor, which is good. 2 USB-C, which is, that's how Extremes work. And then Ethernet, and then power. That's pretty good. And then this one here, I wasn't expecting this. I didn't even remember that they had this one here, the Pro. But then they had an SDI version for the Pro. It's 4 as well. So it's 4 inputs, 2 outputs, which is, I think, I don't remember if the HDMI one had that, but hey, and then 1 USB-C. So this is a no-no already. And then, oh, maybe it really doesn't matter that much anymore, because I don't use USB-C for monitoring or video. And then if you already have 2 SDI out, it kind of makes sense. Still, we have consumer inputs, Ethernet power. That's pretty good. And then there's an ATEM SDI, which this is impressive. So technically what I was doing here is trying to compare the pricing. So this is this, right? That is that. And I got 4, 5, about 6 different microconverters. So we do the math. Now I still think I made a good investment. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and install all these into the Flykit, and then I'll let you know how it looks and how it works, pretty much. So this is gonna be the very first part of how I upgrade my Flykit, or my projection Flykit, and we'll continue the journey. So this is video 4. See you on the next one.